If you want to get a glimpse into how weird MMA fans have become in 2026, look no further than the comment section of this story with Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez dating each other. This came out on January 1st. We're going to go through some of the comments, and yeah, it's as bad as you would possibly think. So I will do all the heavy lifting here in this video. This post got 5 million views. People can blame the media all they want, but this is the type of stuff that obviously people are interested in with the view count here. So let's go dive into the comment section. This guy chimes in and says, this is the worst year ever. So some guy upset about 2 UFC fighters getting together. Super odd comment. And you get a lot of these comments here. Somebody check on Ortega, forgetting the fact that Brian Ortega and Tracy Cortez have been broken up for a while. He's got a wife. I believe they're married. They have children together. Like, this is not like a recent thing. This is old news. So people, of course, getting very weird about Brian Ortega. And we'll talk about him a little bit later. Seems Tracy has a very specific type. UFC stars are currently more relevant than her ex. Cold-blooded mood to announce this on New Year's Day. How's it cold-blooded? Couples out on New Year's Day and they're celebrating together. Who cares? Someone says no. Why does it matter? Some other guy says Ortega in shambles. This guy says this broad gets passed around like a blunt. She's only ever been with Brian Ortega or dated Brian Ortega and now Pereira. There was that photo of her and Paulo Costa, but they were never dating together. Again, weird comment from, a fighter dating another fighter. People saying rip his career. People just can't be happy, apparently. We got this dude saying my glorious king going out with a sad Ortega's leftovers. Like, dude, what the hell? And we got this dating expert here. She's hot, but dude is a major star in Brazil. There's 10s walking around everywhere you go in Brazil that make her look average at best. Maybe he's been all through them now and wants American. I look forward to whatever drama comes from this. Again, people saying we. Oddest fan base ever. You don't see, fans of the NFL talking about Patrick Mahomes. We won the Super Bowl. You just don't hear that. Super odd comment from Pereira fans, man. Now, if you go over to Reddit on the same post, it's even worse over here. I'm going to read some of the really weird stuff. We will have a wonderful relationship with Tracy and we will be fighting for the heavyweight belt this year. I get people are trying to be funny, but dude, that is so weird. 1.2K likes on this. Our sex will be amazing. Way too much. Even this guy knows that's insane. This is what I needed after Ilya and us lost our wife. Hooray for us, back in business. Like, I know you guys are kidding, but that is just so weird and not funny. It just comes across as gross. And there was a bit of this on Twitter too. People saying, is this actually Alex? Like, they think it's a fake photo. People can't fathom that like 2 people that work for the same company could possibly date each other. And then another weird comment here. First Pollyanna Vienna, now Tracy Cortez, bro running through all the MMA baddies. Dating 2 people apparently is running through everyone on the roster. Like, just, I don't know if these people have ever been in relationships before. And judging by the username, probably not. Nah, she's mine. I'm next for Dern. No cutting in line, says the cartoon profile photo guy, like thing. Like this, I mean, again, this isn't even funny. Like, it would be different if it was someone who was an actual fighter and making this joke, but some anonymous guy with a cartoon photo just doesn't, the humor just doesn't hit. And then more of this Ortega stuff. I'd like to extend my thoughts and prayers to Ortega. This guy with common sense actually chimes in and says, why, he's a happily married man. It's just Alex's turn. Again, this has more upvotes than this one, only at 272. People, and this person absolutely nails it. People act so weird towards a fighter when their ex is shown moving on. Like, I don't want an armchair psychoanalyze people, but it really kind of shows their own mindsets. He's 100% right. A lot of these people are not in relationships and they get super weird about any fighter dating another fighter and just saying the weirdest stuff here. Like the guy earlier said, like, we are having sex. It's just super odd. I agree. Some gossipy chatty patties on here, 100%. Another one, Ortega in shambles, with the guy who has a username saying Brian CTE City Ortega. Like, I don't get fans like this that mock fighters that step in there. Like, how insecure must you be making fun of a fighter taking damage in a fight? This is why we watch the sport. And then this guy says he didn't dump her. He's literally with the mother of his children, focusing on family. Chill, bro. Like, we actually have some common sense in here. I'm glad other people are starting to call out the absolute weirdos in the comment section here. And then there was a separate post, which I actually don't like media outlets reposting this. I saw this everywhere. ESPN posted it. Again, this is from Tracy Cortez's personal Instagram. Like, are we that desperate for news that we got to post something with Tracy Cortez asks Alex Pereira if he's going to marry her? My answer, Shama. Like, laughing emoji. Like, I just don't, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm so tired of the Shama stuff. Like, who cares? This isn't news. But again, look at the amount of views here. Almost 500,000 views on this clip. And of course, the comments are right on point. Well, this is just weird. Got to bring this up. Someone made a poll of Tracy Cortez's next boyfriend on some sort of thing here. Super odd, worrying about who someone's dating. Again, this is where we're at in 2026. Again, more talk of Ortega as if he's somehow devastated, even though he's in another relationship. This is MMA news. I completely agree. It's not news. Again, this is where I hate to say it, people are desperate for content reposting this. And they're not the only ones. There's a whole bunch of media outlets I saw repost this Tracy Cortez story. Who gives a shit? Poor guy has to be stuck with this human. She makes a joke and all of a sudden she's a terrible human being, according to this dude. Alex is going to find out eventually why she can't ever find a man to stay with her. She's had one relationship in the UFC that didn't work out. All of a sudden, she's got like a bad track record. Again, you got all these armchair relationship experts here in the comments. Alex is going to regret this. Nothing's happened. She's making a joke and he's responding. And again, the super insecure MMA fans who say that she doesn't look good. Listen, you don't have to say she's the most attractive fighter ever, but stuff like this. She looks like a man without makeup. What are those lips? Says the guy with like a fake profile photo and 56 followers. Like totally weird behavior, man. Another one here, same thing. Guy with a cartoon profile photo making fun of Cortez. Like I'm convinced the only reason people act like this are because they can't get with a girl like this. So it's their way of like, getting defensive and insecure about it. You can just tell she's toxic by making a joke. I don't get it. Bro's about to get F real bad. How the F is being a big star and wanted from all women around the world. Still chose to be with this dumb you-know-what. What? She just made a joke. Tracy already getting toxic. Pump the brakes. Again, it was just a joke. I don't think she's being toxic. Now, Renato Moicano chimes in on this whole situation. And of course, he's fighting Ortega on March 7th. And listen, I get Moicano's trying to be funny, but unfortunately, fans take this for face value and they act super weird about it. Let's quickly read the quote. He says, January 1st, the first picture I see of his Poten and Tracy Cortez. Brian Ortega is crying in bed, bro. He's going to train really hard. I'm scared I have to train twice as much now. Again, Ortega's married and has kids. That's why I went for a run. This guy lost his ex-wife. They were never married. They were engaged. One of the most beautiful women in the UFC to Indian Pereira. And on March 7th, he's going to lose to bald Moicano. Now let's read the comments. As you would expect, very weird. Ortega definitely fumbled the bag. He's not. He's married. She's ugly. Not ugly. This person has some common sense. Drop it. So what if they're together now? Ortega already posted all over social media and not caring about it. Move on. Totally agree. She's a basic beach skank with you-know-what. He ain't losing sleep over nothing. Super weird comment here. Jose ain't loyal comes to mind. They've been broken up for more than a year. And again, another weird comment here. I want to see Alex with Valentina or Mackenzie Dern. He deserves better. Super weird comment. And this super weird comment. Porn brain is even affecting fighters at this point. In what world is a girl with swollen lips and modded face one of the most beautiful women in the UFC? I don't know, because some people find her attractive. Like, super weird comment, man. This great comment right here. Guys need to really stop getting bent out of shape over female. There's a million of them around. Exactly. Guy says this great. Then we got some memes and people are commenting on that. Tracy Cortez seems like the typical ex who broken up with, spreads a bunch of lies, and then finds the biggest tough guy to F. She's not just to get back at you, but hopefully to beat your ass. Like, what are you talking about? None of that's true. And he's just, again, this is how far the fan base goes, just making stuff up about someone dating someone else. Who cares? I feel like you're pulling that out of absolutely nothing, past personal experiences and bitterness. This deserves the most upvotes here. Insane projection, exactly. And then lastly, Brian Ortega had to come out and say, just stop messaging me about this Tracy Cortez relationship. He comes out here in his story and he says, I see you guys hitting me up, trying to get a rise out of me. Y'all creative, I'll give you that. Listen up, I'm beyond happy and been happy. That ain't my style to talk about others' personal life or choices, nor is it my business. My business is my family, my career. In 2026 and every year after will always be about them. That's the way you handle this. And fans, if you're one of these fans that's messaging Brian Ortega because his ex-girlfriend's in a different relationship, you are an absolute moron and you're everything that's wrong with MMA fandom in 2026. Like, I can't even imagine someone thinking like this would, like, just to get a rise out of Ortega or something. Like, I can't imagine being that person. You must have nothing going on in your life if you're messaging a professional fighter about his ex-girlfriend dating someone else. And as the title here says, Brian Ortega wants you to stop sending him photos of Alex Pereira kissing UFC flyweight Tracy Cortez. Don't blame him. They haven't been together in a while. And again, it's just super, super odd behavior here. So does any of this surprise you? It doesn't for me. I think the bar has just been set lower and lower when it comes to MMA fans being weird about fighters' personal lives. So let me know if you like these types of videos. I just like highlighting some of the worst stuff going on in MMA because we got to push back on this stuff, man. We have too many weird fans these days that say anything they want on the internet, and it just gets normalized. Is kind of the way I look at it. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @Lynch on Sports. My name is James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.